Mark Harmon returns to acting 3 years after leaving NCIS in new movie set images. Mark Harmon makes a comeback to acting in Freaky Friday 2, 3 years after stepping away from NCIS. Harmon is spotted on set shooting scenes with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis for the Disney sequel. Despite his retirement as Gibbs, Harmon remains tied to the NCIS franchise with the upcoming spin-off NCIS Origins. Mark Harmon is back to acting 3 years after leaving NCIS as he's spotted on the set of Freaky Friday 2. After almost 2 decades spearheading the police procedural, the actor officially ended his stint on the small screen with an appropriate send-off in NCIS Season 19 for Leroy Jethro Gibbs. Subsequently, Harmon revealed that he decided to walk away from the show, which made him a household name, as he wanted to take some rest from the show's grueling production schedule. A few years later, however, he is back on set for his next film. Courtesy of Daily Mail UK are new images from the set of Freaky Friday 2. The much-anticipated Disney sequel has previously released promotional images of Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis ahead of the film's production. While the initial report confirming that the movie is happening revealed that Harmon will be back as Ryan, this is the first time that he has been spotted working on the project. In the images, the former NCIS actor is seen shooting a scene with Lohan and Curtis walking down a busy street. Will Mark Harmon return as Gibbs in NCIS? Harmon will narrate the events of NCIS Origins. Harmon will also narrate the events of NCIS Origins, but although there's interest in seeing him again, it's unclear if he will have a physical appearance in it. Per NCIS Season 21, Gibbs remains retired in Naktok Bay, Alaska. Despite having multiple opportunities to bring him back, which includes Ducky's tribute and the 1000th episode, CBS has opted not to get him involved again. Instead, the show has been focused on further establishing Alden Parker's stint as the Major Case Response Team's NCRT new leader. The door continues to be open for Harmon's NCIS return. However, the producers of the show have made it clear that they wanted to ensure they have the right narrative for his much-anticipated comeback. Harmon is still tied to the NCIS franchise, despite his retirement from the main show 3 years ago. He and his son, Sean Harmon, will produce the latest spin-off from the TV universe, NCIS Origins. The show will be a prequel that tackles Gibbs' earliest years in the agency as part of Mike Frank's ragtag team at Camp Pendleton. Harmon will also narrate the 90s set events of NCIS Origins, but although there's interest in seeing him again, it's unclear if he will have a physical appearance in it. It's worth noting, however, that Harmon returning to acting in Freaky Friday 2 doesn't nullify his original reasoning for leaving NCIS. Filming for the police procedural, especially since he was its lead actor, was grueling. Meanwhile, being part of the upcoming Disney movie as a supporting character is likely not going to be as demanding. Perhaps his return to acting will help inspire him to revisit his most famous role. What to expect from Freaky Friday 2? Ryan and Tess are still going strong 2 decades after they tied the knot. The confirmed Freaky Friday 2 was in development for quite a while. Harmon himself claimed in 2023 that he believed that the sequel was going to happen. As it turned out, the project was already secretly in the works at Disney. Curtis herself spearheaded the endeavor, even writing to the House of Mouse about doing a follow-up to Mark Waters' cult favorite from 2003. When the movie was finally announced, the pertinent details about it were already properly ironed out. That includes the majority of the core cast, as well as its premise. Per the official Freaky Friday 2 synopsis, the sequel will use the same body swap trick as the core of its story. This time, however, it will have a multi-generational twist. Set in modern times, the sequel will see Curtis, Tess, and Lohan's Anna living their lives when they are once again subjected to the same magical phenomenon that they experienced 2 decades ago. While there's no word on how Harmon's Ryan fits into the storyline, the Freaky Friday 2 set images confirm that he and Tess are still going strong as a couple. How Harmon's Freaky Friday 2 role can lead to his NCIS comeback Gibbs can be a consultant for the NCRT. As previously mentioned, Harmon's role as a supporting character in Freaky Friday 2 doesn't mean that he is about to come back to acting full-time. However, it can pave the way for conversations about how he can return to NCIS in a reduced role. The police procedural is no stranger to accommodating its most veteran cast members' acting requests. When David McCallum asked CBS to step back from the grueling schedule of shooting the series, they were able to make some changes to the role of Ducky, so the actor didn't have to film long hours. Gibbs' old role as NCRT's leader made this impossible. However, after he officially retired in season 19, there was no need for him to be at the forefront of the team in Navy Yard. Director Leon Vance can consult him from time to time when dealing with particularly tricky cases. Harmon can also have occasional cameos in the main NCIS show. Assuming that being on Freaky Friday 2 rejuvenated his love of acting, it might not be difficult for the actor to be convinced to be involved again. Michael Weatherly and Sean Murray's most disgusting NCIS prank will gross you out. During their time together on NCIS, Tim McGee, Sean Murray, who thinks his future in the role is uncertain with the season 22 renewal, and Tony DiNazzo, Michael Weatherly, go through their share of ups and downs. They start with some hostility between them as DiNazzo frequently makes McGee the punchline of his jokes. But this doesn't last forever. In time, they become incredibly close friends, leading to some scenes between DiNazzo and McGee that fans love. Simultaneously, Murray and Weatherly struck up a close friendship behind the scenes. In fact, the two even pulled practical jokes on each other from time to time, with one particularly stomach-turning one standing out from the pack. On Off Duty, an NCIS rewatch podcast, Weatherly recalled pranking Murray by taking Cliff protein bars, forming them into something resembling human waste, and tossing them into the toilet of his co-star's trailer to surprise him when he went to use the bathroom. Little did Weatherly realize how disgusting Murray's scheme to get back at him would be. He said of a trip to the bathroom in his trailer around a week later, "There was like a mess, like a hot mess." And I was like, "What? Somebody had diarrhea just in my trailer. Like left it, didn't even flush it." Murray used Cliff bar chunks, boiled egg yolk, and chili to create a foul-smelling surprise for Weatherly as a form of revenge. While these pranks are brutal, they were done in good fun. In reality, the two actors have nothing but love for one another. Despite their pranks, Murray and Weatherly are friends above all else. Though such gross pranks might significantly irritate the victim, there's no bad blood at all between Michael Weatherly and Sean Murray in the wake of their bathroom battle. In fact, in an incredibly important season 21 moment, Weatherly returned as DiNazzo for the Dr. Donald, Ducky Mallard, David McCallum tribute episode, where he briefly reunited with Murray's McGee. Murray told TV Insider about the episode, "The stories we leave behind, and how much it meant to work with Weatherly again. He hadn't been here in 10 years, and as soon as he stepped on the stage as Tony doing his thing, it was like it warped me right back to the old Tony McGee stuff," he said, going on to speak on his and Weatherly's enduring friendship despite the fact that they haven't been on NCIS together in such a long time. "Michael is a lifelong friend. I talk to him all the time. Actually, most of the people that have come through the show I'm very, very close with. But Michael is the guy I've been extremely close with," Murray shared, adding that he and Weatherly talk on a monthly basis and that their continued connection made their season 21 reunion all the more special. With new NCIS prequels and spin-offs on the horizon, we'll have to wait and see if Sean Murray and Michael Weatherly will get the chance to get up to more shenanigans behind the camera as well as in front of it.